Hi, I'm Shane.
I'm Kelsey.
And this is Dixie.
And we are Love Hut for Life. We have been traveling all across the country in our Truckbed Tinyhouse for 13 weeks now.
In that 13 weeks, we left Alabama and drove all the way to the East Coast, and now we've almost reached the West Coast. We are 80 miles away from the California coast.
And have gone the southern border almost all the way there. We left you last week on the last day of Party R 2020. We had been having an incredible time with friends all week long and just weren't ready to give that festival life up yet. So we loaded up and all headed towards some other friends who live a little less tiny than we do.
We have several friends that live in converted school buses known as Skoolies in this community. And I've seen them in small clusters together, but never have I seen as many as I saw rolling into Skoolie Palooza 2020. This was just an outstanding event to come to.
Surprised, they were all just as excited to see us as we were to see them. It still baffles me that all of these people think our house is cool.
The next morning, we couldn't wait to get out and check out our surroundings. Every few feet, we met a new friend and saw an awesome new way of living tiny. And we even got to catch a seminar.
Assess the cannabinoid structure you need to decarboxylate. To make it available, you need to eat the right fat. You can decarb all the cannabinoids in the world. If you've got the wrong fat, it's not going to come out right.
We also got an interview with this guy. Look for it this week.
And then we spent the rest of the day hanging out with our tribe, or now known as our chosen family. We absolutely love these guys and just couldn't get enough of hanging out with them.
Those desert skies sure do make for some incredible sunsets.
We finished the night off with a communal dinner. We grilled steaks and corn and potatoes and had a full-on feast right there in the middle of the desert.
The best part was the next morning we woke up and did it all over again.
Next day was supposed to be the last day of Skoolie Palooza. Everyone started packing up and deciding to get out of there, and a lot of people did. Our tribe did not. We decided we weren't ready to say goodbye to each other just yet. We took in yet another absolutely gorgeous sunset over those beautiful desert skies.
Our buddy Nelson showed off his boat lettering skills and gave the Love Hut a new tattoo down the side. Simultaneously, Mary was at the back of the house repainting our sign that was damaged in some heavy downpour down in Texas. I really love this community and how everyone is willing to help if they can.
Truly are like one big family out here. Rode out the dust storm for a little bit, but eventually it got to be too much for all of us. So we hunkered down in our own houses for our last night at Skoolie Palooza.
We packed up the Love Hut and said some temporary goodbyes and hit the literal dusty road. As per Mining Kelsey's tradition, we do not take the interstate, so the only way out of Arizona into California is dirt roads. We drove all the way down the Colorado River, almost to Mexico, and then over into California.
It was by a very happy mistake that we actually wound up driving through the Imperial Sand Dunes National Park. It was really, really cool out here. I've never seen this much sand in my life. There was something really beautiful about the absolute nothingness. Headed into Imperial for some necessary supplies before going to our camping spot for the night, and that put us driving in the dark. But we saw a really pretty sunset first. So the free camping sites don't always pan out. Tonight? Yeah. Where did it take us tonight?
It was just outside of a beef ranch that's bordered by organic gardens, which they fertilize with cow shit.
Yeah, so way too smelly here, so we're
Off
gonna...
we go into the night with a big fucking yellow house on the truck. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, that.
We did not get as far west as our initial intention coming to California. So the next morning we woke up literally at sunrise and packed up, but it was hard to leave. The spot we chose was actually a practice field for fighter jets, so they were doing aerial maneuvers over our head the entire morning.
It was actually quite a ways before we ever saw anything that even resembled a paved highway. We may have gone a little bit further out into the desert than we thought we did the night before.
We couldn't resist to have a quick photo shoot in the middle of nowhere with the truck. And then we started headed northwest into the Ansborrego National Park. and drove into a wind tunnel. I'm pretty sure the posted limit was 55 and we drove 35 because I was scared shitless the entire trip.
The winds were unquestionably a little higher than ours or the Love Hut's comfort level, but we made it through okay. And going slow just allowed us to see even more detail in the absolutely beautiful drive that we had ahead of us.
Even I have to admit today that there's some things I do really like about California.
Much as we were both really enjoying the desert, we both got pretty pumped when we started seeing trees. Those hills and valleys were some of the prettiest we had ever seen. It was really cool being able to look down and see all of the little societies underneath us from the mountains.
We made our final ascent for the day and headed up Mount Laguna. We got most of the way to the top and turned out to a nice dispersed camping out in the middle of the pine forest. It's good to see trees again. I hope you all enjoyed this week as much as we did. Make sure you be on the lookout for more van tours and tiny house tours.
Hit that subscribe button. It's down there.
It's down there. And we'll see y'all next week. If you see us on the road, give us a wave.